Are live. What is good, fight fans? It is what, the first week of November now?
First week of November.
First week of November. We've been doing this about 6 months. 6 months, never mind. 6 weeks. I'm Steve a little bit. What's going on, guys? This is DJ Ed. I'm here with the incomparable man, the myth, the legend, Coach Prince. We're here at the Georgia Duke Vacaville Boxing Profiles TV. I say this every week. I'm gonna say it this week again until you actually do it. I'm sure a lot of you fight fans have done it already, but yo, that's not good enough. We need more people on there. Not to say we're greedy, but nonetheless, we know that we have substance. We have good things to give you. We got gold. We got wisdom to give you. With that said, subscribe. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube. Once again, subscribe. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube. Before we go on as well, I told Coach Prince this already. Shout out to my 9 to 5, which is Knock 'em Out Pest Control. If you guys, it's winter. If you guys got pests, roaches, ants, hopefully not mice, hopefully not rats, none of that. But yo, we can take care of you, all right? We are based in Fairfield, but we go everywhere in the Bay Area, definitely in Solano County. So Knock 'em Out Pest Control, yo, and Knock 'em Out. I think Kuya, you know who I'm talking about right now. If you're watching, those are my bosses. You might have to sponsor Coach Prince in some fights over here at the Georgia Duke, over at Journey Vacaville. We'll talk about more about that later on. But Coach Prince, what's good? What's been up with you,
man? You know,
any shouts out for you? Any shout outs that you?
Well, yeah, I want to give some shout. I want to give a shout out to my man Cordell Pearson from the Lions Den over in Pittsburgh, California. You know what? I had the opportunity to be over there coaching me and Coach Jason, right?
Okay, yes.
So, and I was over there for a good while. Coach Cordell took care of me. He treated me real good, real cool person, and I got to give a big shout out to him. Man, the guy down to earth, just straight up, just a cool brother to get to know, and I ain't got nothing but good things to say about the brother. Now, but the big news is Cordell has went from being like I could say like just a gym to basically being almost like a top rank. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's got a stable of professional fighters now in his gym,
in his stable.
Yeah, that he had entered into the professional game. Well, we already know he's got Amari Jones over there, right?
Right.
Okay, he's got Amari Jones there. Okay, he's got another fighter by the name of Gabriel Garcia that's over there. He's got Braulio. I mean, I can't even remember all the names. He's got another gentleman over there. His name is Sheree that's over there. I mean, I can't even remember all the fighters that he have that are professionals that are over there that he has. And he's doing big things that fighters are fighting in professional fights, and they all undefeated.
Amazing.
Wait. Let me correct that. Let me blow back one. One fighter he has one loss on his record.
Nonetheless, right.
But
like you said, losses.
Yeah. Well, he has a loss on his record.
Are okay. Losses good.
But at the same time, that's only one fighter. But all the other fighters are basically undefeated. And I mean, also they got Stevie Too Much Johnson that's over there too. So I mean, I got to give a big shout out to them. Man, they doing big things.
Shout out Lions Den.
They doing big things, and I look up to Cordell. You know what I'm saying? I look up to him and I'm like, hey man, this is what's up. This is what's up. Cool people, man. Cool people. They got James Page over there. As you know, we got James Page right up here on the wall, right over here.
Right.
He's right next to James Toney.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's right there. Yeah. That's James Toney. And you got James Page that's right there. Right over there.
James Toney.
Yeah, James Toney. Yeah, James Page, James Toney. Yeah, man. They good people, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get ready, or we're trying to get ready for this event that's coming up in Stockton.
What's happening? Let's tell our viewers
there's a two-day boxing event in Stockton.
And what is it going to be, Coach?
It's going to be this Saturday. It's starting at 1 o'clock.
This Saturday
at 1 o'clock in Stockton.
My man, I'm going to be at a gig in San Ramon.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask to go down.
It's okay. So we'll be there. I'll be filming the thing, and hopefully everything works out. We're gonna have it on Boxing Profiles and Facebook. So you
that's
guys,
exactly more incentive to subscribe.
Yes.
To Boxing Profiles and to follow Coach Tonsil Prince on Instagram and Facebook, because they're going to be not only, like I said, so I'm sorry to cut you off, but before we jump the gun here and talk about this weekend, in case you guys haven't known, so if you've been following us, shout out to you, shout out to DJ Theo, shout out to Bobby, shout out to all the folks that have been joining us, Coach Prince's wife. There's been a lot of people that have been joining us through the weeks, but in case you guys didn't know, let me take you back a little bit. About a month ago or so, or maybe a little bit more, I was able to meet Coach Prince because we had the inaugural fight night at the Duke here at the Georgie Duke in Vacaville, all right? So with that said, Coach Prince, not only did he throw it and essentially organize it, but it's on Boxing Profiles as well. So if you want to see that night of amazing, exciting fights, no doubt. And you had young kids there that were under the age of 10 boxing it out, up to the adults, young adults, teenagers, everything in between. Everyone's showing heart. I had the opportunity and the honor of being ring announcer, and announcing the fights. But yeah, so Coach Prince, he has the gift of being an amazing cinematographer.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And taking his camera, his camera phone, and his cameras out and about because he was just at Thunder Valley not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. I think that was about let's say like maybe that's that month, something like that. And that was
Uppercut Promotion. Shout out to Uppercut Promotion.
Yeah, shout out to NASA Narragoni, Uppercut Promotion. They doing big things too.
Right, you mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
He's doing big things,
huge
too.
things there.
Yeah, and you know what?
Shout out to Eddie Hearn, by the way. I don't know Eddie is gonna watch this.
No,
I doubt Eddie's gonna watch this.
Well,
but still.
if Eddie sees it, big shout out to you, Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean?
Holla at your boy.
Okay,
I'll take the small ring announcer jobs.
I had a opportunity to meet Eddie Hearn. I had an opportunity to talk to Eddie Hearn.
Okay.
When he was in San Francisco.
Right on.
When Devin Haney fought Regis Prograis, I had the opportunity to talk to him and stuff like that. But I cut my interview short because the questions that I had for him, the guy previously before me asked all the questions, so I didn't want to.
You didn't want to piggyback on that and be monotonous and then kind of have him be like. So no, I totally understand. You respect me for doing that. So I'm sure he respected that too.
I kind of cut it short, and I didn't even put the interview up on Boxing Profiles. I should have, but I didn't do it.
And that's okay because, like you said, you use that, like you said, even for your own. You might spice that later on and show it,
on something,
or you might just use it, to fine tune stuff yourself. Who knows? So,
but I had the opportunity to meet him. Really nice guy, man. Cool, down to earth, man. So I was like, hey, you know what? It's all good. And we just gotta keep going.
Yeah, like you said, we're trying to get up to that. Like you said, and that's what we're doing here in Vacaville, as Coach Prince said. So they're going down to Stockton this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that event.
Well, we're gonna happening. Okay, the gentleman that's throwing it, his name is Coach Stokes.
Okay, shout out Coach Stokes.
Coach Stokes would be the one that's actually throwing the event. I don't have the flyer in front of me. It's right on my phone and stuff like that. So I really can't pull it up at this moment. But it's and Coach Jason's busy. I would ask Jason to give it to me, but he's busy right now doing that work with the new guy here.
Right.
But anyway, to make a long story short, it's going to be a great amateur card. It's a 2-day event, Saturday and
Sunday. Event, 2 days of exciting fights,
and it's going to have some of the best amateurs that are that are in the Northern California area, and probably other fighters that are coming from different areas also too. So which is pretty cool. Because we have in the state of California, we got a lot of really good fighters out of here. We got a lot of undefeated fighters out of here, and you know what? Whether it's from Northern California down to Southern California, we got a lot of great talent that's here. And
no offense, but
the world doesn't see it.
And they need. That's the thing. These undefeated fighters need to start meeting each other.
Eventually it's going to happen. You're in the same weight class. Eventually you're going to run into each other, right?
Exactly.
Like they say, the cream always rises to the top, right?
Shout out to Macho Man.
So so the bottom line to it is we're going to see what happens. So, but what I want to talk about this week, we were talking about the judging, right?
Okay, so last week, wait, hold on, let's rewind. Yeah. So last week and the week before and probably the week previously, because it is a little bit of a sore subject, because as Coach Prince said, just this past year there was three bad calls where the judges just made the horrible decisions. Now, just this past, and I'm sure you guys know, those that are, even the casuals probably not there, but just this past weekend, one of those fights, there was some redemption.
Yeah.
And that was courtesy of O'Shaquie Foster.
Yeah, O'Shaquie Foster He fought Conceição.
Yes.
I saw the fight.
Part two. Now, this was the rematch.
You know, I was actually a little concerned for Shaki Foster because he didn't fight the same way he did in the first fight. And they said he lost the first one, but this one he didn't fight as aggressive the way he did on this particular fight.
A little bit more reserved.
He was a little bit more reserved, but Conceição was actually a lot more busier and this and that.
Right.
But we could see that Shaki Foster over the as the rounds went on, then how Shaki Foster started taking over the fight, and his
that resilience.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, technique. When you're tired, technique always will win.
Technique wins.
And he didn't look tired. Not to say that dude looked tired, man. Those guys move at a different pace, man.
But and see, that's the thing right there. When we start talking about boxing, do you have the same heart when you're tired? You know what I'm saying? That's the key right there. Sometimes fighters, they're like, man, I can't, I'm tired, man, I gotta stop or something. You know what I mean? Some of them do that.
Right. No, I've seen it. I've seen it.
But do you have the same? You have that heart.
That fortitude.
Yeah. Do you have that fortitude to keep going?
Yeah. You know that fire.
Yeah.
So
one of the things that I liked what Top Rank did, and I got to give a big shout out to Tim Bradley, and I'm gonna give the shout out to Tim Bradley, and the reason why I'm giving this out to him and that whole staff is because what they did with that particular fight, they explain the judging, what the judges see,
and for a viewer,
for the viewer,
that is everything. Exactly. Whether you are brand new to the sport or whether you are a seasoned pro like Coach Prince here, it matters. The presentation and what you're showing and having it make sense.
It's got to make sense.
It has to make sense.
So I don't know if you guys can see the screen here. If you guys turn around and look, if you guys can see the screen, right here is this tape is only about, it's like 17 seconds long.
It's not very long.
So, but what this is I put this up today. I'm probably going to take this down. What this is what the judges see right here. Okay. Let me just go ahead and let me just go back over here. Right. So I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna play the whole thing, and then I'll explain it right here. Okay. I'm gonna play the whole thing so you guys see it. Okay. This is right here is what the judges was given the rounds to, just like that. You can see the judges' names that was up there. Okay, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna rewind it again. So what we're seeing now is what the judges see. But here's the problem with that. The problem with that is that's good. That's good. Oh, hold on. The problem with it is this. The judges only see one point of view. So you have the far judge, you got the right judge,
and the far left judge.
Yeah. You got the far left, the far right, and then you got the judges on the far. So apparently, from the understanding is when the judges are looking at the monitor to watch the particular fight, basically, all they see is what is in front of them. That's the only vantage point that they have. Now, on the screen, excuse me.
There's three.
On the screen,
right?
yeah, let me bring that
You
back.
have all three perspectives.
You have all three perspectives. And with the technology that we have today, every single judge should have all three perspectives.
It doesn't make sense not to, because like you said, with the technology today, they could easily set
exactly
that up.
They could easily set it up, and where the judges have one monitor here, one monitor here, one monitor here. So they have all three vantage points.
It's
that they
right
can
there
see.
in front of them,
Right.
and then right here. So they have full 360.
And why that is so important is, okay, so me and you, we sitting like this, right? Okay, so but you can see my left hand,
Right.
Right. Now I can see you. I can see your left hand, right?
Right.
Okay. But you can't see my right hand if I'm over here doing something over
Exactly.
here, right? So if the judge has all three perspectives, then they're
can
able
see
to
that
see,
hidden
so they can
vantage
make
point,
a
right.
better decision when it comes to the judging. And the fact that they haven't been doing that, and we have the technology to do that,
they just showed it. They just showed it.
Let me. I gotta bring the video back up.
And that's the thing, though. And Coach Prince also he wound it to the very beginning there. So prior to that, showing the three vantage points and three camera angles there, that was extremely important as well, because that the graphic that they show there essentially showed the mindset of the judges and how they judge each round, why they judge it for Conceição or why they judge it for Shocking Foster,
Right.
which
So
is
here
right
we-
here.
right
So
here.
12-round fight, and it shows
There
you
we go.
broken
So-
down with the highlights.
So here we go. So
But
here's
here, going back to the vantage points and the
vantage
angles.
point. Okay, so this one right
angles.
here on the top, it says right here, it says the FAR judge. This one's the FAR judge on the top. Okay? This is the judge on the left, right?
Right.
And then this is the judge on the right. So all the judges, okay, should have a vantage point like this in order to see, okay? They can see all the different angles, and they can see if the fighter blocked the punch or if the fighter went ahead and, you know, he was scoring, okay? Because the judge on the left, right here, can't see what's on the right.
You can.
Okay?
The
So-
guy could be blocking all of the shots on that opposite side, or he could be eating it. you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, and then this way, so if the judge over here don't see it and he's thinking the guy is getting hit, then he's scoring points for the other guy.
Right.
And that's why it just makes sense for them to have this
To
vantage
see
point.
everything
Yes.
from all angles.
And
you know?
will that cut down on the bad decision making? I
I think so.
I think
I think it would help with.
However, we don't know. We don't know until they actually do it.
Very true.
You know, once they do
But
it.
I think if they did that, the reasoning why is because they are held to a higher standard. And so if they do mess up, people will be like, now wait a minute,
Yeah.
you don't have a good excuse because you're able
Exactly.
to see everything.
And see, this is, and these are the things that we've been talking about that needs to happen in the sport of boxing, because if these things start happening, like you just said, they're being held at a higher standard. So if they're being held at that higher standard, right, then these guys, you could say, okay, there's no excuse for it. You
Right.
got all three advantage
That's
points.
what I'm saying. And then, like we were talking about, cream rises to the top as far as that regard goes, because you get more fair judges that know what they're talking about. Because, like you said, maybe they're ex-fighters, maybe they're ex-managers, maybe they're ex-coaches. Nonetheless, when they're reutilizing, and there's like Coach Pitts was saying, there's no reason for them not, with the technology we have in this day and age, should be at every fight. Really.
I agree 100%. It should be at every fight. So let me just go. I'm gonna play this right here again. All right, right here. I'm gonna stop it right there. See, so now we're looking at, you know, the different vantage points from the different judges now. Okay. So the first one was the FAR judge. This is the judge on the right, and then there's the one also on the judge when it was the judge on the right side too. So I did all three of the vantage point, and this is straight from the top rank type fight. You know, and I took it. I said, let me take pictures of that because I want to talk about that.
Right.
And this is
That's perfect.
This is the work that Timothy Bradley and the staff of the Top Rank that was doing. So they explained about the judging and what they see and this and that. And they did a great job with this because he really went into depth. And I gotta commend Timothy Bradley for that. You know, like I said, Timothy Bradley is an expert in in the things that he say and the things that he does. You know, when it comes to the boxing, because the man's he's been in there. Okay?
Right, no, he's been in there, man.
But there's times that he does say stuff that's out of the side of his neck too. I'm not gonna say he's always right.
Right.
I'm just saying what he did here was a good
Right,
was a
it was a
good
good
job.
thing.
I'm not saying everybody is always right.
Right, but nonetheless, like you
But,
said,
yeah.
this idea, this is a great idea.
It's a great
It's something that should be implemented
It should be implemented. Yeah, absolutely.
more.
Absolutely.
If not for every fight, then at least make it more commonplace, guys. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, you have more fair officiating, which goes down to the correct fighter wins.
Well,
The fighter who should win wins.
Well, yeah. Not only that. You might want to come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not only that. We got to stop and think about the fighter that actually won the fight but lost the fight. His money goes down.
That's what we're talking about.
That's why it's
You're
so
messing
important.
with their purses. You're messing with their livelihood.
You're messing with their livelihood. You're messing with their purses and all this other stuff. And see, no one has brought that up before. And we thank Bobby Sanchez for bringing that point up about the fighter's purse going down when they lose. So man,
Like you said, the
Yeah,
purse goes
it's just
down,
hard.
the stock goes down.
exactly.
The people that
Now-
promote them figure who wants to watch these guys, and it's by no fault of their own. It's
Right,
just
right.
from bad officiating.
Bad officiate. Not only that, now but here's something else. So with the fighter that won the fight, but they said he lost the fight, he gets stuck. He get double jeopardy, and why he get double jeopardy is number one, if it's a championship or he was a champion and he loses his title,
yeah.
that's number one. Number two, and his money go down. Come on, man. That's just.
Like you were saying, losses. You know, like you're talking in another context. Essentially, losses shouldn't matter, but in the context of if it was a good fight, you know what I'm saying, right? But if it was some BS decision, and you're losing that, like you said, that. Like, man, that's not good for.
Yeah, no, it's just not good. It's just not a good look for boxing. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look for boxing
because you take away the purity of the sport. You know,
and that's the thing that we don't want people to take away the purity of the sport. The sport's been around for forever, and it's the pastime of Americans and stuff like that. So look, man, let's just get it back to what it once was. Let's get boxing back on television.
You know, and so with that said, if we had that technology at our fights, and we'd be utilizing that.
Well,
nonetheless, though.
Well, here's the thing, though. We have the technology. I currently could set that up like this right here.
You hear that?
I currently could set this up.
Coach Prince can do it.
I can set this point of view up just like this, okay, on my screen, right?
Right.
And you have the 3 different angles, and basically you just need cameras. You take your cameras, and you set your cameras up on the 3 different point of views, so that way you can see everything.
See, we might be able to do this in some of our next.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you'd be able to see, and that's what I'm talking about. So I mean, you could do it. It's just, are they gonna do it? That's the question. I mean, I could set it up.
But were the fights that matter?
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that these fights don't matter, but the high purse, high stakes, millions and millions of dollars at stake fights. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't they have this? If Coach Prince can utilize it, then there's no reason that these other big, promotions and stuff can't utilize it with the Timothy Bradley, not method, but essentially what he is starting here.
And
he's showing.
And those are the key things that people don't. I mean, they just brought this up now. You know what I'm saying? They just brought this up now.
2024, about to be 2025, and they're just bringing it up now.
They're just bringing this up now and showing this now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, like I said, I don't want to be the dead horse, but again,
but still, I mean, we talk about it because they, this year is unprecedented, and that's the reason why we're talking about it so much. Because, like you said, week in and week out, we've talked about even little things like this, and honestly, in the grand scope of things, this is a little thing that they should be using a lot more often. A little thing in the scope of, like I said, there's a lot of money involved. They could be throwing down a few more cameras to help the judges on each side be able to see the full span of what's going on.
Look, you talking about a network. We talking about people that have a network. They got the cameras, and they can.
That's what I'm saying.
They can set it up, and it just makes more sense for boxing. Period.
Showtime got the money. HBO got the money. Whoever.
HBO is gone. Showtime is actually no longer doing boxing.
DAZN got the money.
Well, yeah. DAZN. You mean DAZN?
Or DAZN?
Yeah, they got. Well, they got it. But yeah, and I think it's great that they can do it, and I hopefully that these promoters, they get to see this and they say, hey man, that's a great idea. We need to implement that right away on the networks, so the judges get it right.
Yeah. And if they don't, like we said,
now
they're able to say, hey, wait a minute, what fight were you watching? And you're held because it said the name right there. If you guys saw it, it says the name and who they judged for that particular round.
Yeah. We can roll that back. We can roll it back, right? So we go right over here, and then we just hit play. Wherever it is, right here.
We'll pause it right there.
Right there.
So you see that, guys?
Max DeLuca. Okay, see the Max DeLuca, and then
it says the judge's name right there.
And then right here you got round 1. He gave the
Shockey Foster.
He gave the Shockey Foster. Round 2 he gave the Conceição. 3 Conceição. 4 to Conceição. 5 to Foster. 6 to Foster. 7 to Conceição. 8 to Foster, and all the way down, and so on and so on and so on. So
and it shows exactly.
And it shows which judge did what, and it's great. And this is stuff that the fans need to see. This right.
That's what I'm saying. This and the other thing. These are simple things that can be shown during like this is only 17 seconds.
Yeah.
17 seconds, but it gives you a look into the mindset of the judging.
Yeah.
And like you said, it holds them to a higher standard,
It's
lower probability of making a bad decision, and therefore costing a boxer their title, their purse, their notoriety, their stock, etc., right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but no. This is great.
Yeah, so this is good, you know what I mean? So if you saw, look at, we got a 12-round fight here, right? So how many rounds did Conceição win? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then I guess everything else went to Foster. So Foster 12 rounds, right, from 1 to 12, right?
Right.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rounds. So okay, so he won. That was what Max DeLuca said. Okay, so then we come over here.
Eric Marlinsky.
Ed Malinsky says Conceição won 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds.
Only 4 rounds.
Only 4 rounds.
So he definitely gave that to Oshaki Foster
Gave that
as
to
well.
Shockey Foster, right?
But you look at Tom Schreck here. Let me move a little
Tom
bit.
Schrecker is saying Conceição won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds.
So he split that in
So
half.
he split
So
it in
yeah,
half,
you know.
so and then you got Foster with 6 rounds.
Right.
So, again, what are the judges looking at? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And then but Foster won the fight.
Foster won. There's redemption there.
Yeah, because of these two, because Eric and then Max.
Now,
Got it.
Coach Prince, I was going to say, so this is awesome that we're talking about the logistics and, like you said, these things that they can implement as far as making it more palatable for the fans and being able to follow along. And having more what's the word I'm looking for? Having like knowing that you're not being swindled by the judge.
Exactly, but
there's more honesty.
Well, see now,
Right? There's more honesty in the judges.
More honesty in the judges, okay, because
But-
they're being forthcoming, right?
Right.
So,
but what I was going to ask you, so and we could jump back to what you were saying, but you were saying go into fighting style. So, like you said, here at Boxing Profiles TV, we talk about everything. Obviously, we're talking about the fights and the judging. Now, Coach Prince, like you said, you being not only a coach and a pro fighter and fighting for so long, what were you able to tell in Oshaki Foster's fight personality and what he's doing, his mannerisms that you liked and what you didn't like from this fight compared to the last fight? Even though he won this fight, like we were talking about off camera, there he didn't look like his regular self. What did you see to the fight fans that maybe weren't able to see it?
Okay, in this
or who haven't watched the first fight?
Well, in this particular fight, he wasn't busy enough. In his first fight with Conceição, he was using his jab. He was a lot more fluent. He was more aggressive. In this particular fight, he wasn't that aggressive in this particular fight. We saw the last fight, he was moving a lot.
So he was missing a little bit of his aggression.
Yeah.
And because he was losing the aggression, he forfeited, like you said, some of that movement.
Actually, when we got towards when the fight ended, I was a little nervous because when I started hearing it was going to be a split decision, right?
It could have gone.
I was like, whoa.
Like you said, can you come back from that?
I was because right here, when I saw that, right, when I heard this one, Tom Schreck, I was like, whoa, what? I was just shocked. So I got a little nervous on that part. But when they said Max DeLuca and then Eric, what I mean. So I was like, okay, all right, okay, Foster won the fight, but
he won the fight. See, and so that's the thing. It could be a little bit that Conceição did get in his head with that first fight. And he played a little bit more reserved because he didn't want to.
He was a lot more
get
busier.
hit.
He was a lot more busier. He was a lot more busier.
Okay,
He was a lot more busier in this particular fight, and Conceição, he actually did pretty good. But towards the later rounds, Conceição was just trying to survive. He was just trying to survive.
Right.
That was it. That was all he was trying to do. But like I said, Foster won the fight. Hopefully, they get it right now. Conceição was trying to say he won a rematch.
Maybe the third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Definitively to see who takes.
We'll see what happens. I think Shockey Foster's probably going to move on.
Okay.
But, I just want to talk a little bit about that because that was one of the things that was concerning me about boxing.
Right.
and boxing is trying to get back on the map. But there's just so much
You have,
stuff
yeah,
going on
You,
in boxing, man.
you said you got to clean it up.
They gotta clean this up.
Got to clean it up.
Yeah.
Now, this Saturday, like you said, exciting card of fights over in Stockton.
Amateur
Are you looking forward to any fights in particular, Coach, over in Stockton?
No. I'm just gonna go there and we're gonna be doing the video and things like that. But I'm not looking.
There might be some prospects that you yet
that I
haven't
know.
heard of.
It might,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, it might be. And that's another reason why we go there and we get that. We get that content. We put that content out because of the you're gonna run into prospects, and that's the purpose of supporting the guys on the bottom of boxing, because those are the guys that are hungry. Okay, those are the guys that's gonna fight with their heart, and those are the guys that's gonna give you 100%.
They're in the gym every day. We got lions like that here. They're here frequently in the gym.
They want to get to that top. They want to make that kind of money that these guys are making and stuff like that. They want to get there. So, man, and we're gonna see. It's gonna be people from all over the place. To a big event like that, a 2-day event.
2-day event.
Yeah, it's gonna be people from all over the place. So I'm looking forward to.
So are you driving down both days? Are you staying down there making a weekend?
No.
out of it?
I'm driving down both days. I'm not staying in Stockton.
It's a fast drive from here. If you guys don't, in case you guys don't know, in
40,
Vacaville,
45 minutes to an hour.
yeah, Vacaville, it's just a quick drive to Rio Vista, and then down 99, right? Or
Yeah, or we can just go take Highway 80 to Highway 5. That's
Yeah,
probably
there you go. 80 to 5.
That's the way I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go probably Highway 5 and just get up.
straight shot it. There you go.
Yeah, go straight shot it instead of taking Rio Vista, going in through Rio Vista. I'm not gonna get on Highway 12.
I was gonna say I go 12 because I live in Sassoon.
Yeah. I ain't messing with
so-
Highway 12. I'm gonna hit 85 and straight
There
shot
you go.
right in. It's a 2-lane highway.
So yeah, no. Shout out to you guys. In case you don't know, are they selling tickets right now for the fights? Maybe. So
man.
if you guys want to check out some fights in Stockton, Boxing Profile TV, Coach Prince, I believe Coach Mac, Coach Jason gonna be with you, Coach
Coach Mack and
Jose.
Coach Jason's gonna be there. Coach Jose, no, he's not gonna go to
Okay.
that one. But Coach Mack and Coach Jason. Will be
Okay,
there with
so
me.
our three head coaches here, 3 out of our 4 head coaches are going to be there, and it's going to be 2 days of some good fights there. So if you guys aren't doing anything this weekend, unlike me, unfortunately, like I said, I'm doing something fun, but I would love to watch some fights. You know what I'm saying? So man, Coach Prince and I, it's this time change. So
Man.
I don't know where you guys are. I don't know if some of you guys. Shout out to my. So by the way. Shout out! I wish I had one of those applause machines here. Shout out to my cousins, Manong Edjun, Manong Bivan, Manong Sunny Boy. They're in the Philippines,
Okay.
and they be watching us all the way in the Philippines, over there in
Shout out,
Manila.
brother.
So
Shout out,
shout out
brothers.
to you guys.
Shout out.
Kumusta? I love you guys.
Yeah.
Mabuti. No, thank you guys for all your support, for sharing what we do. They share our stuff.
good, good.
Honestly, there's a lot of support there.
That's what's up.
So no,
That's what's
I
up.
appreciate you,
That's
Manos,
it.
all of my cousins.
Yeah,
thank you
brother.
guys. And no, real talk, Coach. And so that's the thing. With me, so I do a lot of public gigs. I'm doing another public gig this next Wednesday in American Canyon. Last week I did something for Halloween over in City Vacaville here. But like I said, I'll be trying to shout out Boxing Profile TV. Boxing here at the Georgie Duke Center because we got a lot of good things going here.
got a lot of good things.
There's a lot of good things
Well,
going
we
here.
got-
Not only our fight team.
We got our fight team that's right here. We got one of our guys right here, Corbin. Come here, brother. Come here, Corbin. And
Corbin's here. Look, he's training with one of
know.
those breath. Man, this guy's a
Come on
young
in
lion
here.
right here.
Come on in here.
Young
Come on
lion.
in. Come on in.
This
Been on down
guy's
here.
this guy's
Hey, guys.
jab.
This guy's Corbin.
This guy's jab is scarier than Michael Jackson's Thriller video. I've been watching the jab here. It's snapping and flowing like water. It's like a whip.
I appreciate
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
Hey, you know what? That's what we do here. We
You guys can't. You see this? That perspiration. That's real. That's real work. You can't fake it. Sorry, but a little bit of my promoter, a little bit of my wrestling promoters coming in because honestly, honestly, I want to be like a manager here. Like honestly, because you look at this dude. It's a stand up real quick, Corbin. Specimen. intimidation. People shouldn't get intimidated, because talk is cheap. But nonetheless, this guy, that sweat right there, that heart, that determination, that's what Corbin is there. I've been seeing this dude for weeks. Coach Prince has been seeing this guy, working with this guy even closer than me, though. So, Coach Prince.
He's coming along real good and stuff like that. We're going to be entering him in there's a couple things that's coming up in December. So we're gonna.
You looking good out there. Personally, you looking like I think you're ready now.
Yeah.
I think Corbin look ready now.
The key is just being patient, right? He's gonna get to his day is coming, and we just gonna take it one day at a time.
Like you said, marinating, getting
marinating.
that because oh man, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be there for that fight, y'all.
Yeah.
And you better
remember the face. Remember the face.
Remember that.
Remember.
The face. Look
seriously.
at that face. This is Corbin. He will be
talk is cheap.
Representing in December, so I'm giving y'all heads up right now.
Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than the words. But this dude, he got it. He got it, and you guys will see soon enough. Watch.
You'll see.
Watch.
That's it.
Don't believe me, just watch.
I will make you a believer.
No, straight up. Recorded. Like I said, man, this guy,
that's right, brother.
this dude right here, man.
Yeah. That's it. That's what's
what
up.
about young lions here? Like I said, there's so many
more.
of them.
There's more.
That are here.
Yeah, there's more.
And
that's
Coach
it.
Prince, Coach Jason, Coach Jose,
Coach Mack,
Coach Mack. These guys are building it from the ground up. Fundamental, Olympic style boxing, but these guys crisp, smooth. I'm proud to be associated with this. Like I tell you guys week after week, I'm completely new. I've known nothing. I'm 42 years old. I've been a fan a long time, but these guys, it's inspiring, and I'm learning from these young guys. I'm learning from the coaches. I'm learning every week. I'm honored to be here, not only, like I said, as an announcer, as a host, but getting to know these guys and learning real boxing technique. Real boxing.
And that's what's going on.
He's teaching curriculum. Like I said, we talked about this week in and week out. We don't have it here.
Yeah.
But this man got a Bible. He got a Bible with curriculum, with actual, this is what you should figure out. Like, these combos, you bank these, you practice them.
Well, see, sorry to cut you off.
No, of course.
You know what, though? When it comes down to speaking on the curriculum,
yes.
What happens is when you go into a gym, one of the first things I want to know is, okay, what's the curriculum? Okay, well,
what are you learning?
Yeah, because what most people will tell you is, I want you to come in the gym, I want you to hit the bag, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. Okay, that's the physical curriculum. But mentally, how are you going to prepare me mentally as the coach? Are you giving me tools in my game that I could utilize in that ring? That I don't need to say I got a plan A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? I don't need to say that.
Right.
Because the knowledge that you have given me, I'm always going to be busy. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is sometimes when you see a break in the action, right? You see two fighters, they're just standing there right there, right? Why? Why is that happening? If you supposed to be utilizing your jab, utilizing that jab, why ain't you throwing the jab? Why is there a moment of 10
hesitation?
15, moment of 10 or 15 seconds, they're just moving around. When you only got, as an amateur, you only got 2 minutes to be fighting. If you are being scored by points and punches that landed,
you gotta stay busy.
You gotta stay busy, right? So, and how many fighters today do we actually see being busy, staying
active, moving those feet, right?
Moving feet.
And see, that's the thing. So Coach Prince was talking about being able to, like you said, transpose what you learn here in the gym and utilize it in the ring. But it goes deeper than that, y'all, because for me, I don't plan at my age, never say never, right? Like I was telling Coach Prince, I was talking a little bit of mess last week. Who knows by next year? I'd want to, I'd have some stipulations if I was to, step into the ring. But nonetheless, I don't think I'll be using this in the ring anytime soon. Where I might be using it, knock on wood, I hope not. This is stuff you can utilize in real life as well, everyday life. Not just the fighting. I'm not just talking about the boxing it up and being prepared, but it's that awareness. Situational awareness, being able to see stuff even before any fight pops off, even before any confrontation pops off, emotionally sound, mentally sound, and then of course, if things come to where it has to pop off, being able to defend yourself in real life scenarios, not just in the boxing. But that's the thing, as we say week in and week out, in that ring, they call it a sport. It's not just a sport though. It's a sport like no other, because there's, you go in there specifically. Like in football, unfortunately, you go in there, you get hurt, but that's not your main focus. Is to hurt someone. You get the tackles to stop them from, moving forward. In boxing, you stop the person. Yeah. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You're in there to hurt.
Even though we doing a podcast, right? I still be watching my fighters.
Exactly.
Doing it, I keep my eye on
me
them.
too. And that's the thing. You'll notice me sometimes when Coach Prince is talking. I'm listening, but I'm watching because, man, these guys are putting it. Like I said, I'm learning all the time. These coaches are like Coach Jason right here. He'll say, he'll do last week. Coach Jose working on footwork in the box, and I couldn't help but be enamored watching him too, because this is real stuff that drilling it, repetitions.
Yeah.
It becomes second nature.
Second nature, yeah.
Becomes smooth.
Yeah.
And so
it's what's up.
Right. So
what's up, yeah. So now now we see Corbin over here, see his jab getting all nice, getting real smooth, getting real fast, see?
Right, working on his.
There you go. See, he's turning them shoulders. So when he turns his shoulders, the hips automatically turn. And then, the simultaneous part that you got to master is you got to master the turn of the shoulders, the hips got to move, and, also, too, the legs got to be bent.
Right.
Okay? And everything.
Keeping that spacing in his legs.
Everything is
moving. He's not staying
Exactly.
right in front. He's moving all around.
Exactly. Everything has to work together. It has to work simultaneously. This is how great fighters are
bred.
Right.
Yeah.
This is how they're
made.
bred. This is how they're made. And the coaches and them that are out there. Let me correct that. The teachers that are out there.
Teachers, that's what it is.
The teachers that are out there that could teach this stuff is, the guys that's going to eventually get their guys to rise to the top.
And that's the thing. I haven't had anyone correct me here, but obviously I see these coaches. But when I greet these coaches, I'll be calling them sensei. I call them sifu, master, because that's what these dudes are. Honestly, boxing is a martial art. This is something that cavemen were doing back in the day to say, no, for real, it's to say I want the biggest piece of mammoth. I want the biggest piece of the mammoth. Oh, let's duke it out. Yeah. So this goes, you know what I'm saying? But these guys here, they've lived and they've breathed this fight game, and they have wisdom to share to make people, like I said, better fighters in the ring and in life, and not just fighters, people. Period.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So it's about 42 minutes.
Yeah, we're 42 minutes in.
Yeah. We can. The past couple of weeks we've been going a little bit later on. I don't see anyone on today,
it's
so hopefully
good,
we'll catch it on the re-up.
They'll catch it on. They'll see.
I'll be promoting this, but no, seriously, guys. So we have more content. Like I was telling Coach Prince, hopefully I'll have some great news by next week, because I'm talking to some people. Like I said, talk is cheap. We don't want to give out too much, but we're hoping to give you guys more content in the sense of see Coach Prince, he's going to be watching fights over in Stockton, but he ain't throwing those fights, all right? Yeah. These fights you're trying to do here in Vacaville, there's going to be boxing profiles, Georgie Duke Productions.
There you go.
With your man, Coach Prince here running the show, Coach Jose, Coach Matt, Coach Jason, of course, me, DJ Ed hosting. Shout out to DJ Theo. I'm sure he's going to be there representing on the ones and twos there. But like I said, we're having more shows. Talking cheap, and it's not just a dream. It's not just a dream. It's coming true for you haters. Keep on hating. It's all good. You give us motivation. We love the lovers. Haters, we love you too, though. We love you too, because you motivate us. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope everybody voted today, too.
It don't matter who you voted for, but like you said, as an American, I feel blessed. Yeah. Period.
We had the freedom. We can vote.
Exactly. I'm here learning boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other places that you probably be drilled into boxing into you, right?
Yeah.
Or like you have no choice, you know. There's
we
a
go.
lot of
What's
things.
up?
I'm proud to be. I'm proud to be an American. So,
Yeah.
with that said, y'all, we'll end this a little bit early. Before going again, I can't stress that enough. Subscribe. Boxing Profiles TV on YouTube. Follow Coach Prince. Follow me too, DJ Ed Kombong, on Instagram and on Facebook. Once again, shout out to all of our loved ones. Shout out to Knock 'em Out, Pest Control, my 9 to 5. Shout out to Lions Den Boxing Gym over in Pittsburgh. Like I said, all of our fighters here at the Georgie Duke Boxing Profiles TV. And like Coach Prince says every week, word is born. Don't ever forget it. Keep punching. Don't get punch drunk.
That's right. Oh, and a big shout out to Jacob Stitch Duran.
Hey, Stitch.
Yeah, hey, and you know what? If you guys are fighters and you guys want to get some of the best hand wraps and tape for your hands, check out Jacob Stitch Duran's products. Okay, you can go to cutmanforhire.com.
And that's the thing. If you guys
go there, check it out. I'm telling you guys, it's some of the best stuff in the game today.
I'm telling you, and that's the thing. I'm sure, and I don't want to assume, but I'm sure about 90+% of you guys know who the heck Jacob Stitch Duran is. The best cut man in the business.
In the business.
So many UFC fighters have came to that guy exactly for his professionalism, for his attention to detail, for the best hand wraps in the business. Like you said, his products. And go check him out.
And he's
shout out to Stitch.
Yeah, and he's my former manager.
Hey, exactly. You guys believe that?
Former manager. When I was
former
fighting.
manager.
Yeah.
Former manager. No, as the kids say nowadays, no cap. No cap.
That's
former
it.
manager.
Yeah. So
Coach Prince, Jeet Kune Do master.
Yeah.
Kickboxer extraordinaire right here.
Yeah, I did all that stuff, man. It is what it is, man. You just gotta keep going.
Keep going.
Hey, you just gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
Keep going.
It's a
and
way
like
of
you
life.
said, keep going. Keep punching.
Don't get punched on.
Don't do it.
Deuces.
Peace, y'all. Take care. Have a good one, y'all.
The next one, we will definitely be gonna come up with a different subject to talk about.
Yep. Watch.
You guys.
We got more stuff.
Keep watching the fights.
And like I said, so we keep on going. Like I said, we keep on trying to do our false endings here. But one more. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, we came up with a real funny short. I think it was only like 20 seconds or something.
Yeah.
But go on Boxing Profile TV. Go on Coach Prince's Facebook, because like I said, not only do we do these interviews, we do funny stuff, we do informative stuff. Coach Prince does pad work, bag work.
Yeah, you name it.
Gives
Ring
you
work,
tips.
in the ring,
Yeah,
tips.
in the ring, all of that.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Follow us. Follow us.
Yeah, we do training, we
like
do
I
all
said,
kinds of stuff. That's
we
it.
do it all.
Yeah, we do it all. So,
all right, y'all. Peace,
All right.
man.
Peace.
One love to y'all.
That's it.
Take care, y'all.
That's right.
See you next week.
Yeah. And remember something. Keep punching. Don't get punched on.
Don't do it.
That's it.
Hey, there's another one.